Welcome to our video on the 20th century dictators who left an indelible mark on history. In this thought-provoking exploration, we will delve into the rise and reign of influential leaders of the time. Prepare to uncover the ideologies, actions, and legacies of these dictators as we navigate the complex narratives of power, oppression, and the lasting impact they had on the world. Fidel Castro, born in 1926 in Cuba, was a revolutionary leader and the prime minister and later the president of Cuba. He played a key role in the Cuban Revolution, which successfully overthrew the US-backed dictator Fulgencio Batista in 1959. Castro established a socialist government in Cuba, implementing policies that nationalized industries, redistributed land, and prioritized education and healthcare. His regime faced opposition from the United States, leading to the Bay of Pigs invasion in 1961 and the Cuban Missile Crisis in 1962. Castro aligned Cuba with the Soviet Union, leading to strained relations with the United States during the Cold War. Under his leadership, Cuba underwent significant social and economic changes, but his regime was also criticized for human rights abuses and restrictions on political freedoms. Castro remained in power until 2008 when he handed over the presidency to his brother, Raúl Castro. Fidel Castro's legacy is one of a complex figure who played a pivotal role in shaping Cuba's political landscape and defying U.S. Francisco Franco, born in 1892 in Spain, was a military officer who became the dictator and ruler of Spain. He came to power after the Spanish Civil War, which lasted from 1936 to 1939. Franco's nationalist forces emerged victorious, and he established a fascist dictatorship known as the Francoist regime. His rule was characterized by authoritarianism, centralization of power, and suppression of political opposition. Franco implemented policies that repressed regional autonomy, curtailed civil liberties, and promoted ultra-conservative values. He remained in power for almost 4 decades, until his death in 1975. During his rule, Spain was isolated internationally and underwent a process of economic stagnation. After his death, Spain transitioned to a parliamentary democracy. Franco's legacy remains controversial, with some viewing him as a defender of Spanish traditions and stability, while others condemn his repressive regime and human rights abuses. Benito Mussolini, born in 1883 in Italy, was the founder of Italian fascism and the leader of the National Fascist Party. He came to power in 1922 and established a totalitarian regime in Italy. Mussolini sought to revive the glory of the Roman Empire and promote ultranationalism, emphasizing the power of the state and suppressing political dissent. He implemented policies that centralized authority, suppressed opposition parties, and curtailed civil liberties. Mussolini aligned Italy with Nazi Germany and Imperial Japan, forming the Axis powers during World War II. However, Italy's military defeats and internal unrest led to his downfall. In 1943, he was arrested and imprisoned but was later rescued by German forces and installed as the leader of the Italian Social Republic in northern Italy. Mussolini's rule ended in 1945 when he was captured and executed by partisans. His legacy is one of fascism, authoritarianism, and involvement in World War II as a key figure in the Axis powers. Joseph Stalin, born in 1878 in Georgia, rose to become the leader of the Soviet Union. After Vladimir Lenin's death in 1924, Stalin emerged as the country's dictator and held absolute power until his death in 1953. He implemented a series of economic and political policies, including the 5-year plans and forced collectivization, which aimed to industrialize and modernize the Soviet Union but resulted in widespread famine and loss of life. Stalin's rule was characterized by authoritarianism, mass repression, and purges, with millions of people being imprisoned, exiled, or executed. The Great Purge of the 1930s targeted perceived enemies of the state, including high-ranking party members and military officers. Under Stalin's leadership, the Soviet Union played a crucial role in World War II, but his policies and actions also caused immense suffering and loss of life. Stalin's legacy is one of controversy, with his regime marked by both industrial progress and human rights abuses. Adolf Hitler, born in 1889 in Austria, rose to power as the leader of the Nazi Party in Germany. In 1933, he became the Chancellor of Germany and later consolidated his power, becoming the dictator and self-proclaimed Führer. Hitler's fascist regime aimed to establish a racially pure, totalitarian state based on Aryan supremacy. He implemented policies of persecution and genocide, targeting Jews, along with other marginalized groups. Hitler's aggressive foreign policies led to the outbreak of World War II in 1939. Under his leadership, Germany invaded numerous countries, including Poland, France, and the Soviet Union. Hitler's reign ended with his suicide in his Berlin bunker in 1945 as Allied forces closed in on the city. His legacy is one of infamy, with the Holocaust and the devastation of World War II serving as chilling reminders of the atrocities committed under his regime.
Thank you for joining us on this insightful journey through the history of 20th century dictators. We hope this exploration has shed light on the complexities of their reigns and serves as a reminder of the importance of safeguarding democracy and human rights in our world today. Don't forget to like our video and subscribe to our channel.